Mary. This is Keep It Simple DIY. I have a huge harvest and I need to figure out what to do with all of this because this is a ton of food and I don't want any of it to go bad. So we got a ton of things from the garden the other day. If you didn't see that garden harvest video, definitely go check it out. I will link it up here. And I just can't believe it. We haven't even finished. There's still more tomatillos outside, more tomatoes, more grapes, more green beans, more peas, more cucumbers, hopefully more zucchini. The only thing I think that's done is the pears, the corn, and the potatoes. And hopefully we'll be getting some carrots later too. So this is a ton. Now the zucchinis in front, only one of them came from my garden. The rest came from my friend's garden. So that was very nice that she was willing to share with me. But I need to figure out what to do with all of these like pronto. So that's what we're going to do right now is we are going to figure out what to do with everything. So I put everything out here so you could see it all at once and now I'm like, what do I do? Where do we start? So I think what I want to do is start with this because I feel like getting these all organized will be helpful. So I think what I want to do is just go through here and pick out the Romas, put the Romas in here, and then put all of the not Romas, all the cherries in the other one because I want to make some salsa. And I don't know if I'm gonna get to making salsa today because I think I only need to run to the store to get some, is this a Roma or a cherry or a little bit of both? I need to get onions in order to can salsa. So I'm kind of on the fence on if I want to do that or not, but I do plan on making zucchini pineapple today. This green bean's dried out. Of course, I'm starting with like the bottom of the bucket to organize. That makes a whole lot of sense. Oh, did you see that sun just go away? All right, we got all the tomatoes out of there, and now I have the tomatillos, which I need to peel the skins off of and then wash them, and then I think we'll be ready to stick them right in with the rest of them. I think I need to get the tomatoes out of the way for a moment and then go over here. I think the grapes will be the next easiest thing. I can get these off and just ready. I saw something online. What did I see? How did they do this? They like shook it or something? I don't know. These aren't quite ripe enough to shake them, I don't think. All right, grapes are all washed up. I think I'm gonna stick them right in here in our fruit bowl. And that is the fruit bowl for fresh eating. I think next I'm gonna go through all these pears. I'm going to get to these pears next. As of right now, the only plan for these pears that I have is to eat them fresh, but a lot of them have bug damage, a lot of them are squishy, and so I need to separate them out based off of, you know, how good they'll store. So I need to figure out exactly what I'm going to put where. So my perfect ones are going to go, I think, in here. So I'm going to put the good ones here, and I'm realizing it's a little harder than I thought it would be to pick out the good ones because they all seem to have some type of damage on them. Well, maybe not. This is working. This is my pile of really good pears, and then I'm going to put my not really good pears here, and then my ones to eat first are going to go in the bucket, and then all of these can just go in my drop station until they're ripe. I might put them in the fridge. Maybe I will put them in the drop station for now and then put them in the fridge. So something like this that has a ton of scratches, I think I'm going to put it in here because they're still good, but I want to make sure to use the ones with the scratches first. And so all of these ones were my want to use first, or maybe second. Maybe my first is Gosh, all these at the bottom are pretty scratched up. But maybe the first ones that I want to use are the ones that are already soft, which I have eaten through quite a bit of those already. Okay, we did it. It's interesting that like they were pretty much already sorted by if they were good or not based on what bucket they were in, but that's not how I pulled them off the tree. So we have these here. These are my good ones. That one has a little bit of a spot. Maybe that'll go there. I'm going to get these set off to the side and we'll just let them be pears. And then I think this one needs to stay in my kitchen because I need to be keeping my eyes on it, and I'll just set it right here for now. I'm getting ready for a big sourdough extravaganza, so have a lot of stuff there. Let's see what we want to do next. All right, we are on to the potatoes. I think what I'm going to do is try to just dust off as much of the dirt as I can into the trash, and then I'll rinse them off, and then I'm going to get them into my greenhouse so that they can start drying. Actually, I need to separate them by size, so maybe I'll do the bigger ones first. I guess I don't need to separate them by size. I could separate them by size once I'm over there. Okay, here's what I'm planning on doing. I need to find something to block the sun out, so I'm probably going to put a sheet over this after I'm done. But for now, I'm just going to set these here to dry out because this is just a grate, and then I will not cover this because then they'll get like steamy, and we don't want that. But one year I put them on the floor just in like a tarp, and the cats peed on them, so I don't want that to happen this year. How to keep that area cool and dark. I can figure out dark, but cool I'm not quite sure. Like I want these to cure before I put them in the fridge, which is usually where I keep them because that's the coolest, darkest place I have. But up until then, I don't know exactly how to make them cool. I could turn the fans on in there. I don't know. Maybe I should. I probably should turn the fans on, huh? I could also put them, once they dry out a little bit more, I could put it over the vent. I have some like cookie racks that I could use to put these on, but I'm doing a sourdough party this weekend and I'm gonna need those cookie racks. So I'm a little torn. But I think I'm gonna have to because I don't have anything else to put these on. I think these are the biggest cucumbers I've ever seen. Next up, I think I want to do something dry because I have been in the water for so long, I'm like soaked. So I am going to get these oregano leaves taken off of the pants hangers and put into this jar. So this is the way that I preserved them this year, and it seemed to work out pretty well. So if I just take these off, Think, like, what's gonna be the easiest way to do this? I think the easiest way might be to put them in a bigger bowl, and then we'll put them in the jar after. Making a little bit of a mess. Other herbs from outside. They weren't really in a way that I could put them up on the pants hangers, but I have some parsley, I have some basil, and then I also have some Thai basil. So these are laying out here. I think I can probably get rid of the towel under it. So let me do that. And you know, I'm thinking maybe I'll want these to dry out on something else. So let me think through, what do I want them to dry out on? I'm just gonna use a bowl. I feel like that'll work out just fine. Then I'll at least be able to get them off of this tray. Oh, basil smells so good. And they'll be pretty well spread apart, I think. Think that'll work. We'll just set that there. Drop station needs to be organized. Okay, now we have this towel back. I can put away this giant pan, and here's what's left. So I need to figure out what to do with the green beans and peas. This will be just a dinner, but I need to decide if I want to do something with them now, or if I want to just put them in the fridge and then cut them up when I make a dinner. For now, they're all together, which is great. The corn, I definitely need to husk and then boil, and then I think I'm just gonna cut the corn off of the cobs. I don't know though, I really like corn on the cob when it's fresh. A lot of those though probably haven't been germinated or pollinated, so not germinated, pollinated, so I don't know. And then I think we're getting close to being able to can some things. So zucchini pineapple's coming up, but not in this video. All right, let's do the corn next. I'm going to husk the corn, see if any of it looks like corn. I did go out and hand pollinate quite a bit of the corn, so we might see some success, but then I went on a vacation, and so I didn't get to hand pollinate like half of them. So we'll see how they go. This one though is looking pretty fantastic. Whoops. Well, tastes like corn. Now, if you've never had corn from the garden, you are missing out. It is something different. It is amazing. The flavor is just fantastic. I just need to figure out if I want to boil these and then eat them as corn on the cob, or if I want to like freeze them. I won't freeze them on the cob, but I'll boil them and then freeze them. So there's one. Look at that, that's so good. Whoops. You know, we already ate 2 cobs of corn already, so I don't know what I want to do here. Do I want to, let me think on it. Okay, I think I figured out what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put these in the fridge because I still want to can some zucchini pineapple. I want to can some salsa, so I think these are going in the fridge to be a dinner. I will process them when we make dinner. It might be today, it might be a different day. And then these as well, I'm gonna do the same thing. And now I know that I need to use these really quickly because they will not stay good for very long. So if I do not get to them by later today or tomorrow, then I'll probably just boil them all and freeze them. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and you haven't yet, please subscribe. I'd love to see you. If you missed the garden tour, I will pop that up here, and then I will also pop up one of my pantry challenge videos because I'm also in a pantry challenge, so that'll be here. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.